Jon Jones hasn't stopped throwing jabs at Tom Aspinall in the aftermath of the UFC 321 eye poke incident. During the Dirty Boxing ceremonial wins on Wednesday, Jones made a flashy entrance, showing up on horseback. That alone isn't shocking. But this time the horse was wearing an eye patch. The stunt was an unmistakable reference to the controversial ending of Aspinall's fight with Ciryl Gane, and Jones used the moment to mock the situation once more.
Jon Jones on a horse, a goat on a horse.
Going up here for DBX4.
What's going on, DBX4? I'm excited to be here. What's up, Nashville, Tennessee?
How do you have a better entrance than this to the White House, Johnny Bones?
We gotta do it right. We got the beautiful horse with the eye patch on. We're having a good night.
Here it is, DBX4. Let's get this party started.
Curtis Blades and Corey Sandhagen recently teamed up to discuss the eye poke situation surrounding Tom Aspinall. In their newest video, both fighters shared their thoughts on the UFC 321 incident, saying the poke appeared especially harsh and naturally stirred up a lot of debate.
Look how far it goes into his eye on the one.
When you slow it
The one
down, it
looks
looks
nasty.
worse.
I know, because at first I was like, I don't know, man, they ain't look that bad. But then it was like, ooh, dude.
Yeah, that one looks bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's nothing you can do with the gloves. I think some people just do it though.
Yeah.
I think that some people just poke people in the eyes more than the other people, and they don't really care.
I've heard other guys like openly, like Eric Lewis, he's openly said he will eye poke you or kick you in the balls just to get a break.
Has he poked a bunch of people in the eye?
No, it's not like he doesn't have a rep of this. He's not Jon Jones Jr.
Yeah, I don't think ever poked anyone in their eye.
Because you have really good hand placement also. You know.
I think it's because I give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me try to not poke this fool in the eye.
It was incidental because he was like hosting. He tries to bring it back. Didn't look like he drives. There it looks like he drives into. Yeah, it looks bad.
Yeah, it looks bad, man.
Slow-mo was bad.
Michael Bisping has suggested a potential timeline for a rematch between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane on his Believe You Me podcast. Bisping stated that the UFC shouldn't delay and recommended booking the fight for UFC 323 this December.
Rematch is going to be even bigger. They're going to run it back really quickly. They could put it on MSG. They could put it on the end of the year. They've got Pantoja versus Joshua Van, of course. What I'm saying, that fight already happened with Kai Kara France. They've got Pantoja and Joshua Van. They've got Marab versus Piotr Jan. Stick a third title fight on there. The final one on ESPN. End of an era. Go out with the bang. 3 title fights. They don't have to make weight. They've got to run it back nice and soon, I think, because obviously you want to peak in the training camp. Both men are looking good. You know, they can both learn a little bit from what they saw. We all know that Ciryl can stop a takedown. Would he be able to stop them 2, 3, 4, 5 when he's getting tired? We don't know. But in round 1, he was able to stop the takedowns. It was shaping up to be phenomenal.
Jorge Masvidal is planning a comeback, aiming to step back into the octagon at the upcoming White House fight card. On the debut episode of his new podcast, Defro MMA, he spoke with Henry Cejudo about his future plans. Masvidal revealed that his ideal return would be a UFC matchup against his longtime rival, Leon Edwards, and he wants that fight to headline the historic White House event. For those interested in the full discussion, the entire episode is available on Masvidal's YouTube channel via the link in the description.
Is George making a comeback at the White House? I mean, are we going to see 3-piece in the soda?
Your boy's been training, I'll tell you that much, man. Been like 2-3 months now on it, you know. And I want in on that June card. I call it Trump, calling everybody. You got to get me on this shit. So I'm just staying focused, staying in shape, brother. Hopefully everything works out.
Would you want Leon for that card, or you just want to get on that card? Because Leon don't got the belt no more.
Leon don't got the belt no more. But I still always want to down to fight Leon, you know. Just because we got all that history and stuff. I've never had any ill will towards Leon. I've always said it. And I still don't got ill will towards Leon. But I would still love to punch him in the face and just settle all that shit, you know, and let him try to get his shots in as well, you know. But if it's not Leon, really, I don't give. Just give me somebody who's going to come to fight and let's go. Let's throw down for the president on the White House lawn. Yeah. This ain't never going to happen probably again. So it's that thing that you know, if I was too young or too old or right perfect, I'd be doing this. Like, it doesn't matter. There's no discouraging me out of this.
Justin Gaethje has finally explained why his wrestling rarely comes into play during his fights. Even though he was an NCAA Division I standout, fans have long wondered why he doesn't rely on those grappling skills once inside the octagon. In a recent Instagram video, Gaethje shared the real reason he avoids using wrestling in his bouts, offering fans clarity on a question that's been debated for years.
During fights,
what's the most warranted criticism about your fighting abilities you've heard, and what is the most unwarranted?
They're probably the same thing. The fact that I come from wrestling and don't use it as much as you would think. Probably a good criticism because I could have tried to implement it more early on in my career, coming from a wrestler and never being a striker in any way. I really fell in love with that part of it, and I was always the best in wrestling at stopping people from taking me down. Another point, these are 7-minute college wrestling matches. Now we're talking 25-minute fights, and I could never even walk off the mat after 7 minutes. So I'm not going to get tired in 7 minutes and then get my speed because I tried to wrestle. I'll never lose.
Eye pokes have long been a recurring issue in the UFC, frustrating both fighters and fans. But after UFC 321 ended in a no contest, the debate has intensified. People are still arguing online over whether Tom Aspinall should have been allowed to continue, or if Cyril Gane should have been disqualified. Now a bigger question has emerged. Will the UFC finally implement real changes to prevent these Fowler-related stoppages? During the post-event press conference, Dana White confirmed that a rematch between Aspinall and Gane is already being planned. However, he didn't address the eye poke controversy or outline any concrete steps to fix the problem, leaving many fans unsure if the promotion has a clear plan. Former UFC fighter Josh Thompson recently suggested that changes could be coming soon. On the Weigh-In podcast, Thompson said the UFC is reportedly preparing new procedures possibly within the next week that would limit referee discretion in eye poke situations. The adjustments could make the response more automatic, shifting decision-making to cage-side officials, judges, or a dedicated review team. If Thompson's claims are accurate, this would mark a significant shift in how the UFC handles fouls. With UFC Fight Night, Garcia versus Onama happening this weekend, fans might not have to wait long to see whether these rumored updates are actually implemented. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more updates.